Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. We're starting to get some Laser Eye stuff. It's happening. It's coming along. We
Yeah,
are at 43.7% here. And
we're getting some stuff open. We're doing.
yeah, and now we need to.
We're gonna try to figure out how to get that machine to come on. That video game machine.
Oh, yeah.
Was that our next? Because we couldn't figure out the input.
I don't know about that. I didn't, but I think couldn't is strong. So this looks to me like up, right, left, down, but I don't know if that first dot is meant to be an input. Because if you look at the direction, it's adding the I guess if we treat the space below the first dot as neutral, since that is the space that never gets filled in, that first dot is also an up, right?
Yeah.
So up, right, left, down would form this pattern.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew what it
Let's try
was.
that.
I knew what it probably was. I just didn't want to do it because we were, 57 minutes into the episode or whatever.
Okay. Laser one.
Video games, woo! We heard you like to play, so we put video games in your video games. Can I go through door number one? That's a very classic Resident Evil door opening sequence.
So there are a lot of games that have kind of Resident Evil, Silent Hill vibes, like throwback.
Yeah,
Like,
these two the early entries in the Resident Evil series and the Silent Hill series are like critical information for or just critical stuff for a whole generation of like horror games.
you don't really see Parasite Eve very much, do you?
Oh boy, have you played Parasite Eve, darling?
I have seen it played around the time it came out.
Okay. It's not the same kind of thing at all.
But it's like a horror thing, right?
I mean, kind of.
Whoa.
Hey there, friend. You keep remembering this hallway as a maze, but not the right one. And this is him doing the gesture that is described in the script. Remembering this hallway as a maze, but not the right one. That's interesting. Alright, so the other thing that is highlighted on the map here is all the way across the level. I guess the easiest way to get there is just to stick to the left wall.
Yeah.
$1. Woo.
What a peculiar game this is.
And like this stuff works really well in the memory theme, right? Because a lot of people are gonna have I was gonna say fond memories. Let me amend. A lot of people are gonna have memories of the games from this period. He should have been remembered over there. Should he have? Right, like right here? Well, he wasn't. So what am I supposed to do with that? You can see like there's a little seam in the floor here, but there's seams in the surfaces everywhere, so I don't think it really means anything.
Well, it seems more pronounced here.
I don't know that I agree.
Okay.
And then like I mean it doesn't look like anything else is I guess one thing I would like to try before we bail out of this for the moment is going through the doors in order.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just see. Because they're numbered for some kind of reason, right? So that's one.
Yeah.
2 is immediately down here to the left. Oh, pressed the button too early. they could have given us 2 buttons. I understand what they're doing with like the retro. It's like many eras of video games thing, and this is well in keeping with the design of Sayonara Wild Hearts, right?
Yeah.
But
Um,
you actually can't get to door 3 from here. If you were gonna take the doors in order, no, there actually isn't a way.
do you maybe need to go through in a particular year? Like one
Yeah,
nine.
yeah. Maybe we're entering a year.
Try 1963 because those ones line up.
1963. Okay. I mean, that's pretty arbitrary.
Is it?
Yeah.
The year that year keeps popping up
Well, no,
throughout the
I know
game.
that, but like, why would you enter 1963 in a video game? Like, right? We haven't received any kind of like information or anything that would suggest that this date and this game are connected. There's
I
no
mean, I
zero, so we couldn't enter 2014. But we at this point we have like 10 significant dates, right?
yeah. I mean, I would
I mean,
say
I guess you're right that 1963 is at least easy to put in.
I think it's one of the only significant dates that we can put in.
All right, so we want to go through this door in this direction. Hang right around to 6, and it's pretty straightforward from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the doors are numbered for some reason, for sure.
And my assumption is that the video game, like everything else, has been constructed for us to,
Yeah.
as part of the experience. So I feel like diegetically.
Yes.
So I think the motif of 1963 is. And also, here's the thing that I like to do, is I just try things.
Well, the software sent an invalid request to memory address E90. The software has been stopped to prevent damage to the development hardware. Press any button to terminate the current software and shut down the laser eye development hardware. I mean, you are certainly like in tune with this game. You are nailing stuff left and right.
E90.
E90. I don't know what to make of E90. I guess it's it's not a bug report, it's a memory address. So probably it's not a thing to put in the teletype.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I keep going. I don't know, that seems a little arbitrary to me, and you end up being right, so.
Sometimes I write about.
You're right about stuff a lot. This is what I just said.
I'm sorry. I just remembered when I told you about a game being released, and a month ago, and then you saw something about it today, and you're like, "Wait, that's being released?" I'm like, "Yeah, I told you that a month ago," and you just said, "Yeah, I just assumed you were wrong about it."
I didn't say that. So there are 8 software errors,
Okay.
which is interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of software, and I wonder if they're all going to be the same type of software, or if we're going to.
Well, I can't turn.
We have like a little Game Boy thing.
Yeah, but we don't have any cartridges for it.
No, but if we find some,
Yeah.
those probably also are.
So we already looked at the letter attached to the brick. I got stuck in the corner there because I was trying to tank control again, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we got this C-shaped key. Has visible signs of wear. Between the cuts, there are finely ground dark brown particles. The condition dates the key to the mid-1900s. The unusual shape of this key could hint at the establishment it unlocks, as such aesthetic connections were not uncommon in the 1940s to 60s. A key to a pharmacy could have been shaped like the letter P, for instance. Judging by the aroma and the pigment of the particles, they are roasted Arabica plant seeds. So it's like the coffee key.
Ah.
I mean, I don't use it on the espresso machine, do I?
I don't know. You've never used the machine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with it. I'm assuming you got to put a mug. There's no mugs in any of them, so I'm assuming we need something to hold our coffee, unless we're gonna drink directly. Like she's gonna crouch down and jam her head in there and drink directly out of the spout.
I keep wondering if the pattern on the floors is something.
I mean,
Like,
if it is, it's something very complex, right?
yeah.
It breaks down in different ways in different places, and all right, let's take a second here and look at our maps. What rooms do we still not have access to? Oh, apparently in this room, I just never went into the west back hallway.
Okay.
There's a room with like a
Okay.
ladder or something that I just did not do.
Well, let's try that.
Okay, so we're gonna want to go down the stairs here. It'll be the fastest way to cover this. Nope, this is not right. Wait, where am I relative to the thing? My photographic memory is very poor. I want to go down and through the astronomical clock room.
Okay.
Okay, up here. Yep, there is in fact a second doorway. That was... What was that? Whence?
That was not me.
No, I know. Huh. Okay, so we've got some... We got a drink menu here with some numbers. And I mean, obviously, like the 897 stands out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Those are pretty pricey.
This is what just changed. This is some stuff's been knocked over here, but I don't know what to do with that drink
Wait, is
menu.
that a rose?
What?
Oh, it's a glass. Never mind. It looked
Okay.
with the stem. It looked like a rose.
So we've never been down these stairs before. Dollar. Nope. Get the dollar. There it is.
Dollar get.
Dollar get. Dollar get. Get. There we go. Dollar get. There are a lot of dollars. We've only found one thing to spend money on so far, and it certainly will not take all of the money we found. I can't climb into the cupboard. This would seem to be a room that exists only for dollars, which is very strange to me. On the map, does it show this room having any other... No, it sure doesn't. Very curious.
There is a shortcut door we can unlock. That's pretty good.
Yeah, number 10.
Number 10. Let me go. Number 10, the number should be 10.
Okay. Ah, yes, that one. Okay. Convenient. So a Roman numeral with 10 letters. At some point, we actually have to, like, try to figure out what's going to be on these Roman numeral locks.
1847 is 10 letters.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like, work these out?
No, we had to do that previously. I wrote it down. It's
Okay.
written down here. So I don't know if that's,
Yeah.
that'd be M, D,
Oh, darn it.
CCC,
Yeah.
X, L, VII.
Okay. Oh, John Redpaint has been here. Johnny Redpaint? Renzo Redpaint. Renzo Redpaint's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we may have figured out what to do with the drink menu. So there are 4 wine racks. Hold on, this one has $1 on it. Let me get the dollar. Maybe I can't take that $1 until we get the correct wine out. And presumably once you do the wine or whatever, this door opens. This wall behind us opens.
Okay.
So
what was on the menu?
which of these which of these categories has the menu in it? I mean, it's certainly not a book.
No.
Document? Here we
Restaurant menu. There we go.
Okay, so what can we do? We have 6, 7, 8, and 9 to work with. But I mean, actually, most of these are not wines. Like, these are not going to be in the... Right, the gin and tonics are not...
And a cocktail is not a wine. It's a...
Yeah, no, there's not actually, like...
There's a vermouth. Do we have a vermouth?
Vermouth Palinka Aquavit. Is that... These are in alphabetical order. Appreciate that, I guess. Trollinger.
No.
Okay, there's nothing here that I recognize at all. Here's the thing, I don't know shit about alcohol.
I don't either. I have cooked with some wine.
It's gonna complicate things
But
somewhat.
I've never had a drink.
I'm turning you down just a bit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be loud.
You have nothing to be sorry. Stop it. We rearranged that room. You're in a different situation relative to your microphone now.
Yeah.
So that's why. What the hell?
Yeah, let's get the other ones.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to get them all, but...
What if we get another thing for Sayonara Wild Hearts?
Okay, what if?
I would like that.
Okay, that's fair. See, I think I turned you down and now you're speaking more quietly. And I had to turn you back up. You're killing me.
I'm sorry, I'm not very consistent. I have 2 volumes, and you never know which one you're going to get.
Hey, there you go. That's a Sayonara Wild Hearts.
That's good. I like that.
Okay.
All right.
So now back to actual puzzling. I feel like we had a bunch more stuff that we wanted to interact with. But now I don't remember what it was. I remember the feeling at the end of the last episode being like, oh, there's so much to do. But what was it? What were the things we had to do?
Well, we need to get to the... There was a block that fell in a hole, and we need to get down there somehow.
Right.
Dude.
It would be in one of these back rooms. It was this room is the one it would be in. So you have to get access to this stairwell before we can do that.
Okay.
That's going to require us to get out to the right side of the house somehow. Which I do not believe we can yet do.
Okay.
Okay, just thought I would try it. So there's a lot of mess on this shelf. There's a lot of like red paint. But I don't think any of the dates in this range are significant to us, right? The magician was born in 1798.
Yeah.
Which is close. But aside from that, I don't think any of these matter.
I don't have any of these written down, no.
When you try to pull a book, it does just put you back at the menu if it's not right. So it is like very easy to just pull all of the ones from a particular shelf. I'm assuming for puzzle purposes, it's probably going to be like you have to interact with a few in a particular order. Hey, there was $1 on that book.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, none of these are by themselves interesting.
It feels like all the ones that are gonna be interesting are gonna be on the other.
Okay, this is a Phases of the Moon puzzle.
Right? Did we see something with Phases of the Moon?
We did, but I don't have a sequence of 5 phases of the moon that would matter. Right, because we absolutely did see there was a book in the Lunar Phases of 1847, but we don't know. We don't have a set of 5 meaningful dates, right?
Yeah.
Which is how we would do this.
And I feel like the book that we need to get is the 1847 book, and that's on the other side.
That'll be on the other side, yeah.
Now, can you open up the map and let me see again, like, where we are, where that is? Okay, so
we're here. This side would get it. Well, we know that we can see that the door on this room opens from this side. So we need to get into this room, which
that door is locked, but we don't know what.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Can we go back and look at that door?
Yeah, I can get us over there.
See if we can solve the puzzle.
That is an elevator access, I believe. And presumably at any moment we might get maze manned again, but you get a fair amount of warning before it happens.
Yeah. Elevator access, the exciting sequel.
There was a sequel to Elevator Action. Thank you.
It was not exciting though.
It's judgmental. Okay. 8-digit date.
8 digits. Okay, well, let me look at 1963.
I mean, pretty much anything is going to start with an MD, right?
Probably.
Well, 19 is MCD, right? No, it would be MC.
Okay.
It would be MCM.
Okay. MCM,
Yeah.
LX.
Yeah, it would be MCM.
LX, and then 111. We're doing it, baby.
We are indeed. Okay. Another teletype machine. Bug report 1. There's no numbers on these. Okay, that's an interesting way to represent that.
Yeah. We find a computer soon.
Number 2.
Number 2 is 60. 60.
Okay. I feel like there was a time. I like when we find the shortcut doors because they're a callback to the time when I was helping. Like when I was useful at all.
Okay.
Okay. Pulling the 1847 book does indeed have some effect.
Okay, so we have 10 of the shortcut doors open out of the 20.
They're gonna make me walk all the way back over there.
Yeah, let's make sure you find a computer and save.
All right. Damn.
We've actually done a lot, so I want to...
Okay, well that's a way of viewing it.
Well, if we get Maze Man, we didn't put all those puzzles again. It'll be really annoying.
Yeah, but if we get Maze Man, we will have, like I said, we get considerable warning. They give you time to go find a thing. They don't want it to be like actually dangerous. They just wanted to have a fun aesthetic of danger. No, sorry. We come up from the basement to this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see where this goes. Okay, one of the horse heads. We don't have the coins or whatever that we're going to need for these.
Okay, but all right, that's something.
Insert something in the horse behind the library. Classic video game directions.
Oh, okay. This is
17.
78 is the number we have written down.
Okay.
So in the Resident Evil games, did the saves work this way with the finding computers?
In the original Resident Evil games, you saved at typewriters. I mean, you save at typewriters in almost all of them. But in the original Resident Evil games, there was the additional twist, at least on some difficulties, that every time you saved, it expended an item from your inventory. You had to like find ink ribbons for the typewriters, and so you were limited in your number of available saves by, first of all, how many ink ribbons you could find, and secondly, of course, as you learned when we were doing Signalis, like inventory space is at an extreme premium in those games. So carrying an ink ribbon around also is a pain.
Wow.
All right, I have some bad news. That doesn't do a lot for us.
So the block wasn't in that room?
No, it's in the basement.
Right. Okay. And why did we? Oh, but there's
we were just touching stuff because we knew we had a solution to a thing.
Okay, I thought there's some reason we were
Nope.
going in that room. Well, we need to get that door open in particular.
Nope. That was your idea.
Oh, it was to get the book. It was to solve the book thing. That opened that door and opened. Okay, never mind. I was too many steps ahead.
Ahead, was it? What if it's just a beautiful moonlit night the whole time? Remarkably, that was not the solution. But see, the interesting thing is that still doesn't tell us why there is red paint here. My man definitely stood here and did something.
You put a dollar bill.
Is it the dollar bill? Is that all it is? Maybe. All right. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to just like look at these and have any idea what is the problem. So this is room 1932. This is a puzzle box door.
Puzzle box door, yeah.
The mirror room on the first floor. I don't remember what the lock was like there. Let's go look.
Let's go look at it, okay.
I do appreciate how much easier it is to get around the house now.
Yeah.
We've done some good work on that front. There is, of course, the astronomical clock. This is the alchemy door.
Okay.
Which we have the cardinal directions of, but not the diagonals.
Yeah.
So we're still looking for a clue on that one. I wish I could make notes on the map.
Yeah. I mean, I have those cardinal ones written down, but wait, is that a shortcut door we haven't opened yet?
Where?
Right next to us?
No, that's...
Oh, that's open.
Yeah,
Never mind.
That's very clearly open.
The angle. The angle.
Sweetie.
The angle.
So you have the club door here.
Okay.
Let me look at these. Let me look at these cards in our inventory. Found hidden in a videocassette box of the film The Ace of Hearts, the back of the card has swirly red letters which read Club Rouge Monte Carlo, has a small circular brown stain. In rural parts of southern Europe, it is believed that using playing cards as coasters could cure all kinds of spiritual ailments. However, the size of the stain hints at it being from an espresso cup, which indicates an urban origin. It is possible that the card was a possession of a highly superstitious metropolitan. And then the Ace of Spades. Huh.
CML 1963. Dad.
Messages like this, always in black on an Ace of Spades, started to appear at cards in casinos in the mid-1900s. It was believed to be a solely European phenomenon, but similar messages started to appear globally in the later part of the 1900s. The phenomenon has never been explained nor debunked as a hoax, but several experts believe it is a secret code used among members of secret societies. So, okay. Why does this say this? We have a Moor's painting. We have... Like, what is the value of... I don't know. The word club starts with a C.
Oh, yeah.
No, no such luck. I didn't think so. My guess is the card suit doors we're going to open by figuring out a way to transmute the cards.
Yeah, which maybe we'll get once we get a rose for the magician.
Maybe.
I don't know where to get a rose at, though.
Yeah. None of the bushes around here have a bright red rose on them as far as we can tell, which is how I would expect it to work. We still don't know what to do with these statues or whether they mean anything at all.
Can you go over...
I can go over here.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Oh. We have not been here then.
no, it would seem we have not. I just missed this in this corner, I guess? There's a man at the gate.
Okay, well, door 16 there, the boy wrote down was 81.
Okay. Being thorough is good. Being the other thing is bad.
Being like me.
Oh. There's a calling card hidden inside this hat. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening. You complete me.
Go back to that, please.
Did you not?
What
What were you doing while I was reading?
I was listening to your beautiful voice.
Terrible, terrible stuff.
Okay.
So
I have it.
Lorenzo was kind of, sort of, trying to make an amorous move on this lady, and then she was murdered. And I guess that hat is the entirety of the value of the TV thing we did there, because the rest of the man is certainly not present. Dog. Aw, what a sweetie.
What a good dog.
Okay, yeah, let's go open ourselves an alchemy symboled door. Just veering around like a drunken race car here.
What do you do with a drunken race car? Okay, this one is pointing down with a line through it.
Okay.
The next one is pointing down with a line through it. The other one is pointing up with a line through it. That one is pointing down with a line through it. That one is up with a line through it. Up with a line through it. This one's just up, and the other one is just down. No line. There you go.
Easy.
Oh, please save.
We're okay, no worries. Alright, hey, what's up, mirror? Oh, we're doing this, are we?
What's that? What are we doing?
What do you mean, what's that? Are you... Did you lose the feed or something?
No, it just seems like normal red stuff. Very normal.
You are brave to enter the hallways of wisdom. This is a place for reflection. The brothers call it the Quiz Club. Oh, hey, we found it.
Oh no.
They await inside. Know this. They are vile men. Vile and deadly. Hold your tongue if you do not know the answer to their inquiries. They know only truth or death. Use everything you have learned to survive and reach the center. Well, hopefully we've learned enough and also we remember it. Okay.
Oh.
Is this the maze?
I
It could, when you enter it, you are at an immediately like a T-junction.
yeah, I think it is.
If it is the maze, yeah, this leads us to a dead end. Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick here, y'all have to forgive me, is I'm going to screenshot this
Yeah.
and then put it on my other monitor. Because this will be very annoying to do otherwise.
You're so fancy with 2 monitors. 3 monitors.
Amabel Holland, I have 3 monitors and you damn well know it. Okay. Let me just grab this over here.
What a luxury.
What a luxury. It's crazy. It is a luxury, and these are not the most expensive monitors, but they're certainly not the cheapest. But a necessary cost, I reckon. Okay, so if we are sticking to the map, actually, what might be helpful for the viewers, just having everybody play along here, is maybe I'll just let me shrink this.
Oh,
And here we'll just like store it right up here for the moment.
Okay.
No, right when I go back to the game, it's not going to be visible. Well, yeah, whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, also, there's just going to be enough of these paintings.
Well, maybe.
So this is the location of... Yeah, right here is where the pedestal with the map on it was. And yes, indeed, this does seem to be significant. If my house never was, then this key must not be mine. Oh. Huh. Maybe the solution to the puzzle box will be inside the room? Maybe we've had this backwards the whole time.
Okay.
Alright, so... Actually, hold on, I want to go back. I want to go back to the entrance, because the northeast... the significant object in the northeast ninth of the puzzle is only accessible from this hallway.
Okay.
Hey, Brother Primus. Play safe and never pass. Gamble to pass or perish. So yeah, I bet these guys are going to be at the doorways between the 9 segments of the puzzle. How many pieces was the maze shattered into? Truth above all. Risk my life, brother. This is an easy one. They're not even really trying. Yeah, try to take it slow. Try to make me doubt myself. Come on now. All right, so we're going to go left, right, and quick right. Okay. Follow the spiral through to, I'm assuming, a key for another one of the puzzle box doors?
Yeah, because there are 9 puzzle boxes?
I don't actually know. Never counted them, but It sure would make sense if there were. If I only lived in a dream, then this key must not be mine. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, okay, this is a pretty significant gate we are passing, provided that we survive all the riddles.
Yeah, and there's not a save point in here.
Probably not.
So this is, and we haven't seen one yet.
Would seem quite strange to me if there was. Alright, want to go down here and right across. What's up, Brother Secundus? I guess that's a fine name for you.
Oh, they're all number names.
Gamble to pass or perish. I mean, how many minutes long is Adieu to Tbilisi? Allow my contemplation, brother.
Yeah.
2 hours and 13 minutes is 133 minutes. Truth above all, motherfucker. There are not enough video games where you can say motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think probably you can in the 50 Cent game.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure. But there's a dedicated yell curse words button, so
That's amazing. You know what I was worried about?
what?
Oh, hang on. This is good.
Okay. Amabel,
Well, it's just good.
finish your sentences.
Oh, it'd be funny if he was like, no, that was the theatrical release. The director's cut is 143 minutes.
Any true fan would never be satisfied with the theatrical release. If I am but a hollow container, then this key must not be mine. I guess so. All right, we're good. We're getting this. We're good at this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Also,
I'm kind of curious about something. We're going to intentionally take the wrong path here and go to a place where in the other maze there was a treasure chest.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to go down and then through this gate. What do you got, brother? What year was Dr. S.C. Bolt born? Allow my contemplation. 1949, in fact. Easy.
Oh, wow.
What?
So in 1963, he is only like 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
All right, so there would have been a treasure chest right here. Wait, is that just a door? Wait, yeah, that's just a doorway. Okay. There's an object made of paper in the hole. It's an American dollar. Okay. That feels pretty Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly Silent Hill 4. The Room. Which is, it's not a bad game. It's just, it's different than people were expecting. I'm a little surprised. I was kind of expecting that since we had already entered this 9th of the puzzle, we were good. But I guess every passageway is going to have its own question. At what street number does Yamamoto live? Let me hold on. Let me think about it. Where's the phone book? Is the phone book? It's in one of these, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. It is a book, but it's categorized as a document for some reason. 62. K. Yamamoto. Easy. This game would be a true nightmare if your protagonist did not have an eidetic memory.
Yeah. Oh, there's the key.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map to reorient myself. If here is not a place, then this key must not be mine. What an interesting point of view. Okay, so we gotta go... We have to go this way. We can go the other way if we want $1. I'm gonna ignore the $1 for now.
That's fair.
Gamble to pass or perish. What is Eggers' phone number? Well, I feel like that's probably gonna be in the telephone directory. 048347.
Okay.
048347. 048347. 2038. Wait, no, 204863?
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm just over here having a normal one. Hey, ghost lady. If I exist as much as the maze, then this key must not be mine. She's very spooky, but also correct. She's got a solid philosophical grasp of her situation, which I appreciate. Most people don't.
Yeah. I really like your delivery of the lines, both for her and the little owl girl.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Thank you,
you're
sweetie.
so good.
How many minutes after midnight did Andreas Coleman arrive at Hotel Letztjahr? Last year. Hotel last year. Allow my contemplation? Do we know that?
I don't know.
Was it a letter?
Maybe.
Nope, that ain't it. Oh, right. This is a thing. We know a magic word, and we know the location of the lock that has the girl drawn on it.
Okay.
These are all signed your brother.
I don't remember Andreas.
Me neither. This name is unfamiliar to me entirely. That doesn't mean that we don't know it. It's just, you know. How many minutes after midnight did he arrive at the place? So it must be... This might be a piece of information we don't have. And unfortunately, there's no other way around to the cellar. Or to the cellar, to the center. There's no way around to the center. This is the only...
Was Andreas the one that sent us the letter? That was like at the... No. That was Robert Sidney. Okay. I mean, I think we're gonna have to...
I don't recognize the name at all. Maybe there's something we're missing yet. Well, I'm sure we can just come back here.
Yeah.
Andreas Coleman. Fear of death obstructs truth. Spare me, brother. There's no room for cowards in the Brotherhood. Fair enough. That makes sense. You notice that in here the floor is patterned with the maze that we're in?
Oh, that's rad. That's neat. Well, we got some keys.
Current location? Quiz Club. Obviously. Yeah, it looks like they're going to make us walk all the way out, I think. I mean, it's not like a long way. But it
No,
is,
but that's
it's a
not
little
necessary.
annoying. Okay, I want to go this way, then this way. Up here. Yeah, I guess it wasn't strictly necessary to get the map out because of the amount of pictures on the walls, but it sure was helpful.
Yeah, sped it up. Save.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right. Yeah, we can go try a couple of these keys. We can do the magic. Oh, we're gonna get maze manned. Let's do it. Get it over with.
He was right there waiting for you.
He sure was. It had been a while, you know. There are a few details we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember, Fraulein. Okay. There's a horse statue, a key with 3 tines, there are a lot of vases and stuff.
A lot of books. I can't feel like they're gonna make us count the books though.
It's
Other.
it's like 647.
3 wine bottles and 2 glasses.
Oh dear. There's a woman falling to her death with a rose in hand. Is the red rose going to be in the hand of the dead woman?
Maybe.
There's a script page on the wall. All right, let's try it. I remember it all. Hit me. How many books were not on the shelf? Were you counting that, Amabel?
I believe there were. Well, no, there's one in the lady's hand,
And there were 2 on the ground, right?
2 in the ground, and there was one
One
on
on
a desk.
1 on the desk.
I think it's 4.
I think you're right.
If it's 5, I'm sorry.
Well, if it's 5, we're going to get shot in the face. Okay.
Oh no! Game over. Erase your save.
I mean, there would be no point in making the saves if I was just going to erase them. All right. Okay. All right. I'm assuming it will not always ask the same question. Let's do it. Come and get me. I'm not going to run from you. Please don't put your fingers in my eyes.
I thought you liked that.
I don't. What? What are you talking about?
Well, I've been doing stuff wrong then.
You know, I put up with a lot from you.
Okay.
So 2 on the floor, 1 in her hand. Oh, there's 1 on the ladder and 1 on the table.
Okay, so it is 5.
It is
okay.
5.
I
Okay.
actually didn't see the one on the desk. I thought the ladder was the desk.
Oh, okay.
So that's on me.
So we each counted 4 books while missing a different one.
That feels like us.
How many dog? Ask about the dog.
Is the dog a good boy?
What was outside the window? The dog. A falling person in a dress holding a rose. Yeah, I assumed it wasn't going to be the same thing. You have to like make sure you're paying attention to the thing. You can't just learn the question and then learn the answer. You still could do that, but it will take longer because you have to learn all the questions. All right, interior, hotel, library, 2nd floor, night. The woman walks among the shelves. Let us sum up what we know, Rudy. We are designing a maze for a project that will transcend the human experience of art, and it's a metaphor that I have to discover. Rudy wags his tail. The woman takes a dictionary from a shelf. The woman, reading aloud. Maze. a complicated, irregular network of passages or paths in which it is difficult to find one's way. Rudy barks and walks to the window. Rudy snarls. What is it, Rudy? The woman looks over to him. Rudy whimpers from fear. All of a sudden, a falling body passes the window. The woman gasps. On the ground below is a dead body. Well, that's convenient. It'll catch her. It'll break her fall. She'll be okay.
This hotel's in Germany, right?
Sure.
Hotel last jar.
Sure, why not?
Do you think it's meant to be
Was this one of the keys we got? It was.
West Germany or East Germany?
I think it's 2014.
Okay.
Lorelei Weiss, 1932, mixed media installation. Symbols and messages surround us wherever we go in modern society. 1932 allows us to isolate each message, and the artist challenges us to interpret them, while making it clear to us that to comprehend information, we must observe the observer, too. A fascinating message. Untitled perspective sculpture. They're all going to say that, yeah. And here we have a film camera, which can look at the different shapes.
But how do we get it so it sees?
Okay, that says 3. On this side of the camera, it says 2. There it says 1.
Okay.
I guess, hold on.
So 1. One is the
1 on top, 2 on the right side. What looks like an 8 probably on the bottom.
I need the shapes. Right?
Nope,
Or
you
what?
need 1 on top, 2 on the right side, what looks like a 6 on the bottom, and a 3 on the left side. Write those down.
1 on top. 2 on left side. Okay.
2 on the right side.
On the right side. And then the others were
3 on the left side,
3 on the left.
and 6 on the bottom.
Okay.
If we were going to try to associate those with shapes, I don't know how we would do it, because the bottom and top of the camera don't correspond to positions, right? You could say when you're seeing the left side, you're looking at this shape, but how would we link the top and bottom numbers?
Okay. So if you focus on a shape
Yeah.
and then come out of it.
Uh-huh.
This 3, this. Okay.
It could be a 9, could be a 6, hard to say.
Okay.
So I was hoping it was an 8. Actually, is there anything to interact with over here? There's not. Okay, I was wondering if we could look out the window or anything. All right, well, that was certainly informative.
Okay.
Okay, the padlock with the girl on it is, I want to say it's upstairs, but it's in the, I think it's in the southeast corner of the house. Let me take the elevator. I want to say it's around here somewhere. And that might not be the case. Oh no, there's not a door here, right? Yeah. Shoot, where would it be if it was on this floor? Or maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. Yeah, maybe it's on the floor below, because I don't think it's this. Yeah, this is room 1982. That said, I think that might be one of our keys. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Let me try floor number 2. Here it is. All right. What was that first magic word?
I don't remember.
What document was I just looking at that had that stuff on it?
Was it a letter or was it a?
I think it was one of the notes. Challenge of Nara knowledge. Yeah, this is just backwards because it's referring to the fact that you get there through the mirror. Fair enough. So yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Here we go. So it's TYA. What a magical word indeed. Aha. No, I know the letter's not extended. I thought maybe that would be a problem we could fix. Why are you just telling me that? Okay, apparently we're going to have to get out on that. The switch on that other balcony must do it, given the way this is framed.
Okay.
Which we would access through the diamond door. So this is the way down there. But we can't actually... This is the way we would use it, but we can't extend it until we can get through the diamond door.
Okay.
Well, that's frustrating. I thought we were on to something. 73 is not one of our keys, I think. However... 53 definitely is. One and the same reality exists simultaneously. One in a room, one televised. 10 individuals only identifiable on screen. Perhaps a comment on our fixation with televisions, or a remark on individualism versus collectivism. The artist wraps the meaning in a mystery, as if asking us, who would you be, and where would you stand if you were on TV? So, okay. 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to figure out like the relationship between the perspective the television's viewing the person from and the arrow pointed at the pedestal and how that would relate to the 4 buttons that have to be depressed in order to solve the puzzle.
I mean, I'm assuming the 4 buttons that need to be pressed are going to be corresponding to the year. So we need to find what's the 1, what's the 9, what's the 5, what's the whatever the is it. 53?
Okay, that's interesting.
That's
so 5 would be the top right.
Okay, 5 is top right, but what if you're going left to right, what number is that? 5 is.
It's 5. That's what 5 means. Just write down
Sweetheart.
5. Just write down 5 is the top right. Because
Oh,
we're not trying to identify a number here. We're trying to identify a position on the box.
Yeah. Okay, 5 is top right.
Okay. 9 is middle right.
Okay.
We're going to have to get the 1 through process of elimination because it skips the 1 when you do... Oh, no, okay, it didn't this time. It did last time. Okay, so 1 is left top.
Okay.
And 3 is looking straight on.
It's the one on the far right, isn't it? Or no, it's the one.
No. See, this is interesting because 3 is looking straight on, but it's looking straight on at a version of the more feminine figure missing the right bun in the hair. The one, it sure looks to me like this one's missing the left bun. And the other one that we're looking straight on at, the other one where the arrow is straight on, is not missing either bun. But maybe I can't tell. Maybe this does have the left bun and it's just like a problem with the perspective and color. I guess we'll say bottom right.
Okay.
But I don't think 3 doesn't cleanly identify any of these to my eye. All right.
Well, if it's not the bottom right, then it's one of the other. Then it's going to be the other one in the corner.
Okay, I'm going to go to the puzzle gallery right now.
Okay.
Using the elevator. And we're going to try to just enter that on the box and see if that is right or not.
You might need to do a couple variations since that last one's hard to figure out.
Okay, so that's not this one, this one. Okay, so the one was
Left top.
left top. Then the 9,
Middle right.
middle right,
The 5 was top right.
top right. And then we thought this was probably the other one. Okay. Dropping out of university in 1953 was not something that resonated well with her parents. But she was at heart an artisan, and during the early 50s she tirelessly worked with her art puzzle boxes while living on commission work, ranging from designs for large corporations to a new logo for her favorite cafe, Cabaret, which she frequented daily for many years. Hey everybody, SB inserting this here in post. We had some weird audio issues crop up a little bit in the last couple of minutes of this episode. Fortunately, it did not coincide. It didn't run over us actually solving anything. So that's why there's some awkward cuts around the end. And I'm just dropping this in here so we have a fresh intro or a fresh outro free of crackle and stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. That's where this episode ends, or at least that's where the part of this episode that I'm okay with putting out ends. When you come back next time, all of the audio and everything is going to be working, I swear. And we'll see you then.